noise for adailton, silva.
Thank you for that, Sophie. Adailton Silva from ILA MMA, fighting at 66 kilos here at Ballerina 50.
With a name like Silva, you got a lot to back up. He's wearing the Brazilian flag, essentially the nation of champions for mixed martial artists, though their time may have come and gone. But we shall see in a few moments. I'm always dubious when it comes to Brazilians, but I feel bad about that because I spend most of my time doing a Brazilian type of jiu-jitsu.
Well,
So ILA MMA.
will he come out as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu machine? And has he grown up on the beach at Rio in his gi every day, running the beach, and they're doing hours of Jiu-Jitsu? Or you see, sometimes actually Brazilians, there's a good Brazilian Muay Thai community, bizarrely. And judo.
Maybe he's a Shuto boxer.
Yeah. Or some Valley Judo. Or some capoeira.
Capoeira.
Ooh. Come out with some Brazilian capoeira kicks.
That's what we want to see. Honestly, I'm putting it down right now. The rest of my cashews for a capoeira head kick knockout. Talking about that spinning stuff. I want a little bit of the dance coming in. Brazilian dance fighting. That's what we're going for in this featherweight division matchup. This collision that could see, obviously, as our featherweight champions are getting on in their defenses, possibly looking to go pro. There will be vacant featherweight titles coming up for grabs later on in 2018. Oh, he walks in like Jacare.
Oh, he's all jiu-jitsu.
There's a bit of a capoeira thing there. We love it. Oh, yeah.
And his opponent entered the cage into the red corner, Lucas Cinglant.
Lucas Cinglant from Team Flavio Santiago. He's 0-1 right now. He lost to Matthew James on Ballerina 48. Only 2 short shows ago.
That's not to say. Oh, he lost on his last outing. Matthew James is a really good fighter.
Yeah.
So that is not taking anything away from Lucas Cinglant. It's a good name.
Singlet.
Singlet. We call him Singlet.
If he comes out, it's a battle. It's a battle of the empires, isn't it? It's the French coming out here to reclaim their stake in South America. It's gonna be good.
France-Brazil is a classic grudge match.
Exactly. Definitely.
But, well, a bit of a football grudge match, right?
Yes.
Or soccer.
Soccer, bro.
Soccer.
I don't want to see any headbutting going on, though. I want them to... Yeah, it could be a bit of a football matchup. Maybe kicks are going to be what decide this.
See,
who can fire it in.
Adailton has got these long spats on, right? This is very interesting.
He's coming from Norway, too. So he's Brazil via Norway.
That's very odd. But that was a hell of a holiday. Those tights, sometimes we see like Shinya Aoki likes to wear these long tights because when he's grappling, gives him that little bit more friction, and when you go for leg locks and everyone's sweaty, it's much better to have that little bit of wicking material to.
Yeah, as you remarked earlier on, a sweaty fellow is hard to keep a hold of.
That's what I say every morning.
That's a big shout out to Ben Babington, isn't it?
He's going to be so happy he got mentioned.
God, what a specimen Lucas Cinglant is.
Weighing 65 kilograms, representing ILA MMA, adailton, silva.
He's a handsome man.
And his opponent fights up in the red corner, weighing 62 kilograms, representing LSA, Lucas Cinglant.
Two fighters getting their final instructions from referee. I was going to say Ross, it's Paul Nichols.
This is Battle of the Beards.
Could be. One's a little bit more trim than the other.
Two powerful beards.
Very powerful. But I'm very interested in to see how Cinglant's overall physique, he's a more muscly, more stout figure. How is that going to play out later on? Oh, a slapping kick there from Silva. Flowed. There's definitely going to be a language barrier here. So no corner is going to know what the other corner is doing. Ooh, bouncing in and out is Silva.
Silva almost a karate stance. We talked about all these Brazilian martial arts, and he comes up with this really long karate stance, or point fighting.
Very long stance, but you saw how he sat on that right hand. There you go, he does it again, but he lets it loop.
Cinglant, I just feel like he's just getting a look. He's just trying to figure out the timing, but he can't eat too many of those leg kicks.
Yeah, his eyes are wide after that one. Those jabs are rapier-like.
Oh, cinglant with the wild shots. This looks like the technician, the points fighter against the wild man.
The brawler, but I think
The
Silva
cinglant landing big.
he comes in with a big left hand there, did cinglant. Had Silva backing up. There's calls from Cinglant's corner to get in his face and keep controlling the cage. Oh, a big left hand lands from Silva.
He set that up. Wow, he keeps going right, and then he stepped left and threw that left hand. Got straight through. Just mixed up the timing. Great footwork from Silva. Cinglant's power, though.
I do like how Silva's sitting down on that right hand, but it is being loaded up a bit.
That leg kick is landing every time. Oh, he's gone inside as well, mixing it up. Excellent leg kick.
See a bit of redness on the face of Cinglant as he backs Silva into the cage and has a double under body lock. He's got good head position, does Cinglant.
Yeah, Cinglant looking really
There's
good.
There's a knee onto the inside of the leg. He can roll his elbows in and possibly...
Oh, Cinglant pulling mount. Unusual move.
Very unusual as Silva locks in both hooks and is looking to stretch out the French fighter.
Does the Brazilian have the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
This guy's left hand deep and onto the shoulder of Cinglant.
This is in the world of Jiu-Jitsu, being on someone's back is really dominant. But Cinglant did a really good job there. Just a little movement you might have missed if you were watching, but just kicked out his leg and removed one of the hooks. And that really takes away a lot of the control of Silva.
Yes, as he looks out the back and now he's scooped the leg.
Oh, excellent work. He had him on his back and he reversed position. Now he's got side control.
He's dropping that right hip is Cinglant. He's probably looking to land a little bit of ground and pound here from side control.
Oh, smoothly slides to mount. Very good.
Very hard to go from a dominant offensive position as Silva did just now. And now Cinglant's turned the table. He's flipped the script now.
Silva's doing the out-the-back escape. It's a bit of flexibility, throwing his legs over. I love that escape. It leaves you very vulnerable, though. Very, very vulnerable. You might get armbarred or ground and pounded quite horribly, but it's worked well for him. He's made a little bit of space. Will he switch to a leg lock? I think he was looking for it. Oh, big script.
Two big punches land.
Oh, Silva.
And he still has a snapping jab out there.
Wow, eats three, comes back with a big punch of his own. Oh, and another one.
Counter rights, double counter rights there from Silva, and they both land. And
wow.
Left hook to finish off for Cinglant.
Boom, what a round. That was awesome.
We keep talking about the level of fighters here, Chris, but it does go up every single time. It's almost like this is Battle Arena times 50 right now.
This is so good. That was so good.
I'm interested in this snappy direct style of Silva, but similarly there, we saw what happens when Cinglant's able to back you against the cage and overpower you. I don't think he'll be trying to go for that overhead suplex ever again. It's just a waste of energy, mate. You don't need to do it.
Excellent job of pulling mount. I mean, it's an unusual strategy, but it kind of worked because he escaped, got mount, escaped. Wow, he lost his back and then escaped that. Did a really good job of kicking off, removing those hooks, reverse position, got side control, got to mount, slid his knee across. So smooth. But then Silva's escape it's an unusual escape. It needs a lot of flexibility, dexterity in your legs, that kicking over the back. But it means if you've got someone really big and strong, you can escape even if you're not as strong as they are.
Yeah, that flexibility of Silva played in. I want to see if he can go high with any of those kicks because he's been kicking the low leg the entire time, so he's going to have Cinglant looking low every time he splashes up a leg kick. So if he can come high, I think that's going to be something that could be an X factor in this second round.
Cinglant's got a little bit of a welt on his leg as well.
Oh, up in the middle. There we go. Nice snap kick up the middle. Something a la karate.
Oh, Cinglant. I think he felt in the last round that he could dominate the wrestling and he goes straight into a huge takedown. Yeah,
it was a big slam there. And Cinglant's head was just located and was just positioned under the chin of Silva. So there was definitely some impact that happened there.
Silva trying to wrap the arm. What that means is that Cinglant can't posture up and land big ground and pound. And it also leaves him vulnerable to certain submissions like triangles, which is what Silva looked for straight away. But because he went for it and messed it up, now he's lost the position. In my book, it's always better to try, even though you fail.
Cinglant's totally passed now. Silva looking to snake that bottom leg back in. Cinglant is very happy to turn that right hip down and land a little bit of ground and pound. Tries to hop into mount, but it's not going to work twice in this fight. No, both of these fighters figuring each other out.
Silva did a really good job of catching that foot. Kind of a quarter guard position, but he's lost it now. Now he's back on the bottom of mount.
Cinglant really needs to calm down here. Establish the position, control top position, and then look to land strikes. Because as he pops up, his weight comes back.
Especially early in the round like this.
Boom, big right hands, big left hands landing.
Silva's doing a really good job of not taking too much damage, staying close, keeping his arms out. Is he intelligently defending himself?
His
So
head
the
is now-
referee's taking a very close look.
His head is against the mat. He's taking a double impact here. The fist coming down and your head not being anywhere to go. The energy is just coming right through your head into your brain, and there's the stoppage. TKO in the second round for Cinglant.
Boom. Boom.
But nothing to take away from adailton Silva. What amazing striking and prowess on the ground for Silva.
And
I can see
Cinglant's
both of
gonna
them back.
feel his leg tomorrow. He's got a nice footprint just below his knee. There's actually one of those low calf kicks that we're now seeing a bit more popular in MMA.
Yeah,
But I think he's limping already.
He is.
He's already limping.
That fight had to be finished for Cinglant. Had to be, because that third round would have been painful.
Viva France!
Very impressive performance. Very impressive.
They don't understand humor in France, so you know they always think you're taking the mix. But fun times indeed. A great performance there for Cinglant, a standout TKO victory for our second fight of the night.
Blasting and through them this evening. Our first fight was a very slick rear naked choke, and that was just ground and pound from hell. Cinglant just pressure.
And that was the difference there with that second mount. Pressure down, establishing position, and then looking to strike. Brilliant work from these gentlemen. These two warriors.
So after 1 minute and 35 seconds of the second round, we have your winner by a ground and pound for the fighter in the red corner, Lucas Cinglant. And please make some noise for Adailton silva.